Hello, and welcome. This is Braille, and I'm making a video to show people where to find useful things on the server. For anyone new, you'll notice that you spawn in the middle of the water, and you might not know where to find things. We're going to start out with food, because that's going to be the first thing you need to get when you log in. So just go through here, and you can go through there, I think, but since that's privately owned, I don't want to show you guys to go through that, and then someone get mad at me because I'm leading people through their house or something. So the first thing, we're going to get wheat. This is take 3 or 4 of this, because I keep redoing it, because a couple of times I died, and a couple of times it was just really boring, because I got lost and took way too long finding things. So, here you go, public wheat farm. There's some coordinates for you, and I'm gonna snag some wheat so that I don't starve while I'm showing you other things. The only rule for the public farm is make sure you replant everything. The farm this size, along with the fact that most people have their own private farms by now, means that you aren't likely to ever run out of food if you get wheat from this farm. Oh, looks like a creeper was there. Okay, so there's the wheat farm, coordinates, and I'm gonna cut out now and show you the next thing. Okay, so from the next thing, starting from here in Spawn Town, you're gonna go through the portal, and this is going to lead to a zombie XP farm. Well, this leads to a lot of things, but first thing I'm gonna show you is the zombie XP farm. The portal is now a lot closer. It's right next to the zombie farm. People moving in all close together, and everyone building nether portals screwed things up. The portal used to be here, and it came out at the bottom of my mine. Now, I've moved it over, where did I put it? Over here. So that's why I have all this stuff now, because in between the last clip and this one, I had to build this nether portal here at the proper place to come out where I wanted it, instead of coming out in other people's mines and buildings and things. So you come through here and come over this way, and what you do is you just stand here, type AFK, and you come back in about half an hour. Well, you can come back whenever you want. I come back in half an hour, and then there's about 200 zombies. And I need to fix it because the drop height isn't consistent. So I need to take care of that. It's easy enough to do. I've just not bothered yet. This farm will get you a few things. The main point of it is to get experience. It's pretty quick. It will also get you rotten flesh and iron tools. Not all iron. Iron shovels, iron swords, iron helmets, and sometimes iron ingots. And the iron ingots are pretty rare, but I've ended up with more helmets and swords and shovels, and I know what to do with. Also down here is this Nether Wart farm that you are free to use. Just replant, and if you get some extra soul sand, feel free to expand it. So I'm gonna cut out here for the next thing. Okay, back at Spawn Town Community Portal, and this one is really easy to find. It's slime farm. and GameStopper made it. Very nice of him. Slime chunks are a lot harder to find now since the map scene is no longer given on multiplayer servers. So you have to do it the old-fashioned way of trial and error. I started digging out a little bit. I've marked off with netherrack things that I think need to be dug out more. Slimes will spawn down here, but right now it's not terribly reliable because it's just too small. It needs to be much bigger, and then hopefully it'll be a decent way to get slime. So, next part coming up. Okay, so next, again from this same spot, right near spawn, is Jeff X's spider XP farm. His spider farm is a lot more efficient than the zombie farm. I've talked to him before to make sure to get permission to show the way because it is in his house, but he said it's free to use to the public, so I'm gonna cut out now because there's quite a long walk. Okay, so we're back after that long walk. We came from there, we hop up here, and that way, we go right through here, and there's another Nether Wart farm. Pop through this portal, and ta-da! This is Jeff's house, I think, so don't mess with anything. It's very nice of him to let people use the spider spawner. So, light on, spawner off, light off, spawner on. So, you hit that, that turns the light off, and then spiders will flow out. Spiders will flow out. Flow out, there you go. So, eventually, again, you just AFK for a while, and whenever you come back and there's probably going to be a couple hundred spiders, turn off the spawner, come over here, be careful because they'll poison you because they're cave spiders. Oh, I'm dumb. Forgot the button. You push the button first. Since I punched one, it might die, suffocating. There they are. So, then when you come over and punch them, they'll all die in one hit. And you can also, I believe, I believe Jeff uses poison or potion of harming, which uses spider eyes to make, and you just add in some gunpowder, and then you don't get this issue where so yeah, there you go. Just be careful if you're trying to do it that way, and then you pop down there, and if you're gonna punch them, you might want to bring a bucket of milk. So there you go. Gonna cut out now for the next part. Okay, back at the community portal in Spawn Town. This time we're not going to the Nether. We're going to one of the easiest and most helpful things that is on the server, and that would be a skeleton farm. This was made by GameStopper because he found one before I did, skeleton dungeon that is, and you just follow this for the most part. It's a very nice path. And oh, I need to eat. Don't eat spider eyes, by the way. You can eat them, but I don't think they fill your hunger at all, but they do hurt you. So don't eat spider eyes. So you come through here, and probably a good idea to close the door. It's public, so anyone can open it or close it. But pop down here, and this one is not an XP farm. It is only a grinder. and all you have to do is sit here, type AFK, and when you come back in a little while, your inventory will be full of bones and arrows. Slight trick you can do if you only want arrows, usually, because bones tend to pile up much faster than you can make use of them. So just fill your inventory with individual arrows like this, and so now I'll pick up enough bones to fill this one stack there, and then I won't pick up any other bones, but I will pick up arrows until all of these are filled, and that makes it really easy to block out unwanted bones. So you just AFK there and come back, and now you can shoot things all you want. And that, combined with the spider farmer I showed you, that will give you lots of string, so lots of bows. Spider farm will also give XP to enchant the bows. Of course, if you get an infinity enchant, you won't need all these arrows anyway, but that's not a guarantee, so it's still worth doing, I think. I think that's... No, that's not the end of it. One more thing, I think, so see you in a minute. Okay, back at the community portal. You pop through here. And I'm gonna show you where to find blaze spawners. Blaze spawners, for anyone who doesn't know, are helpful because you get blaze rods, and blaze rods are needed for potion making, to make the potion stand, as well as many ingredients. Like blaze rods are also fuel source, so if you somehow end up with an abundance of them, then you can use your coal for torches, or just sell it or trade it to people, or just give it away, burn it all, whatever you want to do. And you can just smelt things with blaze rods. Right now, the blaze spawners are just spawners, I believe. I don't think anyone's gotten around— get out of the way, pigman. I don't think anyone's gotten around to making them into proper grinders yet, which that's pretty high on my to-do list. I might do that after I make this video, actually. I've been away from the server a bit, working on relearning some redstone things, which I mentioned on the forums, because I had gone so long without playing that I forgot a lot of things, so I might go ahead and build it. So, with a blaze spawner that is not yet turned into a blaze grinder, it's really important to be very, very careful, because they can still attack you, they can still kill you, and so it's best if you can get a fire resistance potion before you go farming a lot of them. And you can get that, you can just, I think it's there? No, up here. Okay, so this one, somebody did kind of safeguard it a bit. I don't know what all that's about, but okay, so there's the spawner. I'm kind of confused now, because this looks like someone's been changing it. Last time I was here, it was set up so that they would spawn and land there, and you could... oh, okay, so I guess it still does that, and it... maybe this is a better arrangement? I don't know. So, see, there you go, blaze rod. Do that a couple of times. Maybe they can't attack you anymore. So, that one should be fine left like that. Left like that. There's another blaze spawner nearby that I'm gonna leave that one the way it is, then one up there somewhere I'm going to turn into a proper grinder, which, let me make sure something's still up there, that no one's messed with it. As a side note, yeah, I've cleared out this a little bit. Not about to go in there without fire resistant stuff though. As a side note, anyone who watches my videos often will have noticed that the texture pack is different. I normally use Misa's HD pack, which is a beautiful pack, but when I play adventure maps, I use a Craft, either high, standard, or dark, depending on just the theme of the adventure, assuming they don't come with their own texture pack anyway. And I started recording because I forgot to change it back, and then I just wanted it to be consistent, but Craft is a really great pack, so I highly recommend checking it out if you like RPGs. I don't know if it's still called Craft, since it's on, like, its umpteenth rendition, so I think it's Doku's something. Doku is in the name, anyway. So this last thing that I'm showing you is nowhere near done yet, but it's going to be a mob grinder. It's built up there, way the heck away from anything else, so that is the only thing that can spawn right now. And when I'm the only person on, I'll get a few things. I've gotten maybe 10 gunpowder from here, a few bones, a few rotten flesh, nothing great, so this needs to be expanded a lot. See? They just fall, splat, and once it's expanded enough that it's working pretty well, I'm going to add a piston up here somewhere so that I can turn it into an XP farm by raising or lowering a block. See? And like I said, when I'm the only person on, it's not great, but it works. But as soon as even one other person gets on, you're not going to get anything from it at this size. So, see, this is what I've gotten out of it so far. Not the netherrack, but the rest of it has all been from this. So, I'm pretty sure that covers everything. So, have fun.